Hey, what's going on, guys? Antonio here once again with another police interceptor how-to video. Guys, this video we have a 15 Chevy Tahoe PPV that we are gonna show you how to install a Troy Products. I don't know why I kept saying on an earlier video Troy Point. It's actually the Troy Products console. All right, so we have the console mount, okay, here. Okay, we have the console right over there in the back. So, okay, so what you first want to do, I don't know what your setup might be, but for example, on this setup, your 12-volt, auxiliary are actually on the actual console, right? And what they do is they go ahead and remove them from here, okay, and they end up connecting to there. How do you do that? Well, this is kind of part of the process, so I'm going to just share with you on how I do it, and then but please, guys, watch the video first. Do not start working on your car if you're going to do this. This applies to I want to say very obviously similar model of vehicles, but it's the same concept with an upfit on a Ford or on a Chevy that I have seen, from Explorers to let's see here, even on an older Crown Vic, but on the Explorers, and it's a very similar concept to how they upfit and how they adjust and move the actual wiring to adapt to the console. All right, so we had this console off, okay, and how do you take it off? Well, in case yours is off or not on properly, okay, these are practically pull out. All right, you can pull this entire console out, but on this left side, you're gonna have what's like this portion where the steering column is at. This needs to come out slowly, and then because this portion has a little plastic clips that kind of go under it, right? And so they go under it, and then they clamp 1, 2, and then you push this back as long as this portion here is already lined up. And then just on this side, just push it back and clip it. Follow the clips, the metal clips where it positions, and then you're good to go. All right, so then that's that. Your wire harness, okay? Let's see. All right, so as far as the wire, okay, you gotta make sure you secure all your wires and make sure that your hot wires are not touching any ground, right? You don't want any spark, any fire, right? So this eventually is gonna connect to, we're gonna use this yellow wire for in our situation to go ahead and connect the auxiliary on that side, right, on the actual center console. So we'll get that, we'll show you how to do that later, but right now, just guys, you got to be careful with your wires, okay? And so this wire here, this yellow one, is hot, so and I have it like this for a reason, because I'm gonna utilize it, but I might just put some tape on it here just for right now, like that. I don't get it mix or let it touch any of the metals. Make sure your key is off, okay, when you're doing this, like that. You don't want to cause any sparks. All right, so here you go. So your mount, right? With your mount, you're gonna have 4 holes on the actual mount on each corner, right? And those holes are gonna go there. You should have them already pre-drilled. They should already be ready to go, but look, these holes are right there, right? So pretty self-explanatory, guys. Okay, the bracket, the mounting bracket, will go up here, okay, and then the actual center console, right? All right, so, and also you want to make sure that the flat portion of it, okay, is actually facing forward, and the back flat part is the actual, it's towards the back, right? So all right, so let me go ahead and do that. Oh, sorry, you're gonna need don't know the size of these guys, okay, but you're gonna need 4 of these to secure it in here, to secure it there, but you're gonna need some washers, okay? So get yourself some washers and some of these. I don't know the sizes of the actual bolt, but yeah, so let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I managed to find a position where I can actually show you guys what I'm gonna do. So let's install this. All right, so we gotta grab the mount and position it. You can use both hands, guys. It's just I'm doing it this way because of the I want to make sure I show you guys. Okay, so here is your screw with your washer. Okay, secure it on both sides. We'll secure it on all 4, guys, and like that. I don't have to show you how to do that, but you can just secure it on all 4. Okay. All right, guys. 1 second. All right, guys. So after mounting these, putting the screws on all 4 of them, you're gonna have to scoot the seat forward or back just to get enough leverage, right, to be able to put in your whatever tool you're gonna use. Okay. I'll use a side angle. Where is it at? I use one of these. Okay, and then I use one of these right after. Okay. So yeah, get it nice and tight on all 4 corners, and then you are now ready for your center console. Now the center console, remember guys, it does require mounting brackets or mounting screws and nuts, right? Or a mounting kit. Usually they do, when you buy one, they usually do come with it. All right, so or mount, it's called mounting hardware. All right guys, so let me go ahead and grab the actual center console and slide this in here. All right guys, so before I went ahead and put the console on or unsecured it, I want to talk to you guys about these 12-volt connectors, right? This is where you can connect your phone charger, right, and so on, right? So this is a double connector, so they pigtail, right? And so I'm going to show you how we connect these. We connect the following, right? So this is already pretty much, there's a positive and a negative on both sides, and then they pigtail it, they split it into a, into a single, right? This is where power is at. So the power, obviously, we're going to get it from this yellow wire on this side, which I'm not worried about. The ground wire needs to get grounded. So in the actual console itself, okay, we have that. We have the cable there. We're going to secure it here. And okay, sorry guys, I have to keep making these videos in different pieces. I keep getting phone calls, so I do apologize. So anyways, yeah, so we have to ground the actual wire on the center console. It does have a ground screw, so we put it in here, ground it, secure it, and that's where our ground is going to be coming from. Okay, our power, obviously, we'll get it from the yellow wire, and we'll be good to go. So I want to do that before I go ahead and I guess position it, okay, and make sure that everything is working prior to securing the actual center console. All right guys, so hang on. All right guys, so I had to take a step back because remember how I mentioned that there was a ground here to connect the connector for the auxiliary connector, is a 12-volt auxiliary. So I plugged everything on and everything was about to go and get it fully installed, but I noticed that when I tried to check if I had power, right in here, I had no power. So I ended up checking for voltage, and I did have the 12 volts there, but I didn't have any power or any. I noticed that there was an issue because the light wasn't even turning on. So I ended up checking the ground, and yeah, guys, it was the ground. The ground was that ground area that was here was not a good area. So I ended up getting a ground wire that's from one of the connectors, a black one, and connected it directly, and that seemed to fix the problem. So remember guys, if you don't have a good, if you have power, okay, but it's not turning on, it's because you have a bad ground. So check your ground. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix all this once again. But look, I already have mounted the screw and bolt or nut, right? Let me show you the mounting hardware. Okay, here is an HW mount. Okay, and look, it's really simple. Look, one of these and oh, there it went. Okay, and a nut. And then you do what you do is you start from the bottom. You grab the long screw from the bottom, and then here you grab it from the bottom, and then you slide it in, and then you put the nut on it. Okay, do not tighten until all four of them are on position, and then your console is lined up in the front here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that, guys. Clean this up, and then we'll get back to it. All right, guys, so finally I secured it, and hang on. Yeah, guys, so finally I secured it, and it's ready to go now. Everything's already on all four corners. Okay, and guys, first, I you know what, I want to apologize, guys, because I was getting a bunch of phone calls. The camera kept falling, my battery went low. Man, like it was like almost destiny. It was destiny for me not to make this video. So I'm sorry, guys, for the quality, and hope you if you're gonna take on this project, just take your time, be careful with your wires. Okay, secure your grounds correctly. After you're all said and done, you know, make sure that this is you can zip tie it to any item you can possibly can, or so you can find a way to get it all nice and tight using a zip tie. I use the speaker back portion of it. Speaker is not connected, so that works. So yeah, it's completely on. Everything's on. I have power coming out from this side. So now we're gonna put when you're installing the hardware, guys, you got to put one hand underneath, okay, to hold it, okay, and then the other hand you got to use the you got to, you know, turn the nut and position it, because if you're in this part here of the build, the last thing you want to do is lose a screw or let the screw fall down. It happened to me, and it was a pain in the ass to, you know, it took a while for me to try to find it, right? And which I finally did, but man. But anyways, so now we're gonna just do the face plates and the cup holder. So hang on tight. Oh yes, guys, I forgot. We're gonna be doing an armrest on it. So let me show you. All right, sorry. There we go. So adapter, this is where it mounts, goes in right in there. Okay, as far as it should already be pre-drilled in there for you, right? It should, but who knows. The screw, let me go grab it to show you. It's going to be 4 of those. I already installed 3. I thought I get to show you the actual screw and that. So here is a screw, okay, and then there's a nut. So screw goes in, nut from the other side, tighten up, and then you're good to go. This goes like this, okay, and there you go. Okay, so before you put on your face plates, you gotta put this on, because else you won't have access. All right, guys. All right, let me go and mount that, finish up, and then we'll get back to the face plates. All right, there you have it, guys. Sorry, guys, it was only 2 screws, okay, and mounted, and there you go. All right, so now to the face plates. All right, guys, so we're almost at the finish line. So your face plates, obviously you need to put them in the order that you prefer, okay, and then you are going to need some screws. The screws that we usually get for these face plates are some of these, right? Look at that. So they have a little it's a special type of screw star with a little piece of metal in the inside, And the way you know, what's the actual tool for that, or the bit, I'll show you. It's one of these. See that? So there you go. So go ahead and tighten all of your screws, and you're almost there. All right, so screws are on. Okay, faceplates are nicely secured. The mount's secured. This is secured. Okay. What else, guys? Let's see here. Yeah, obviously we'll clean this up. We'll make it nice and pretty, and we might have to paint all this all over again. But yeah. But aside from that, I think we are all set, guys. This took me a bit, considering all the factors of me getting phone calls, my battery dying, and just interruptions. So thank you for watching, guys. If you're still here, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and then, as we're gonna make more videos regarding this Tahoe next, with door panels and some what else I'm gonna do to this, spotlights and a few other things. All right, guys, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a blessed rest of the day. And remember, guys, if you're gonna use this, you're gonna do this project, safety first, okay? So be careful, guys, and peace.